Good morning, everyone. Hey, good morning, Nadeem. Good morning, Himanshu. Subham, good morning. Ritik, good morning. Hey, can you ask Tim to join quickly? Good morning, Devesh. Devesh, can you ask others to join? Meanwhile, we'll start today related to ribbon customization. Hey, good morning. So, ZMH Creativity. Uh, can you type your full name here? And you are working from which location? Hey, good morning, everyone. Nishant also joined. Oh, you are Raghavendra Singh. Got it. Okay, let's try to start this new session. Hope you understand what we are trying to achieve with the help of this ribbon customization. Okay, first let's talk about if you have anything before starting. Good morning, again. Good morning. So, do you have anything to discuss first? When we have to use JavaScript item, this ribbon customization and all. So till now we learn like how to perform any action in the form level. It could be form on load, it could be form on save, it could be on field exchange, and maybe on tab change also we can write some JavaScript logic to retrieve. Have you tried those items that we already discussed? Where is Lokendra? Lokendra also joined or not? Have you tried that we discussed yesterday related to our items like we have card operation. So we are talking about card, create, update, delete, all those operation have you tried with the help of JavaScript function? Because with the help of our XRM toolbox, we can create our predefined function and we have to call that function only. And sometimes we have to use any function and we have to pass some parameters. For example, if I need to read some information from the form level, so we can, how we can, if we need to retrieve record ID, so we can achieve, right? We already discussed that part. Let me share my screen here. Sharing my screen. Okay, so as part of this ribbon customization or anything, even if we need XRM toolbox, so XRM toolbox we already discussed, like we need a connection already we have created. I already showcase you how to create a connection. Now I have connected. Now I need a here XRM one component that is called ribbon customization, ribbon workbench. So if you are selecting here, if you are not able to search here, so you can go here in tool library and you can install it. You can search from here ribbon. So if you are selecting here, so you can see if it's already installed, you have uninstall option. Otherwise, you have option to install it. If you already installed it, no need to check here. You need to search from this area already installed tool. So ribbon workbench, you need to connect this particular tool. Now it will ask a solution. What? Okay, first before going to that option, I will tell you why we need this ribbon workbench and why we need to do some customization. Suppose sometimes we need some custom action. Custom action means something we have to perform. It could be on one record level, on grid level. If I'm talking about grid level, it means this is the home level. Let me record here. Let me open contact level. Suppose this particular place is called home level, home grid, home section it is. So here we have to perform some action, custom action. Like here we are able to see there are some buttons are available. So what is the purpose of those buttons? On those button we have to perform some business logic in the sense, suppose there are some out of the box button. Out of the box button means which Microsoft provided. So Microsoft written some logic on those particular button. So we have two option here. Like suppose if we have to perform any ribbon customization, so we have two option. One option is when this particular button is visible, that is one thing. And if even if it is visible, what action you need to perform. For example, suppose I can see here activate button. Suppose I'm going to deactivate here, so there is no button visible here. I cannot even click that particular button. Even if I have selected one record, so I can see here some specific buttons, additional buttons we can say. So that hide and show rule, that is called visibility rule in dynamic CRM. Visibility rules, it could be sometimes what happen. Let me open one documents here and then I will tell you. This is very basic information. You mostly have that information. Suppose I have to, control something here. Control something means either I have to perform any action. Action in the sense, this is not action movie, but you have to do something. What it means, we have to do something. For example, this is the one record. If I'm telling like, hey, if I have selected this one, and if a user want to perform some specific logic here, one logic I will tell you. Suppose if user selected this record, a user can delete this record. So how to delete? Like user can press a button and he can press that button. There should be a pop-up message, and then this record will be permanently deleted from the system. This is one option we have, or one action, or what we can say, one business rules, or one uh, actionable items we have to perform. So how to do that one? Suppose if they want, like I don't want to permanently delete this record from the system. I want to create a flag in this particular entity, and I want to, once I want to click this particular button, I need to set that button status or button option set value as marked as deleted, so that if I retrieve, or that is called soap delete. So this is one option that I need to perform here. So sometimes we have to add some new button here. New button means, suppose someone say, hey, I want to have one option so that one person can approve one request, and when logged in user, is there any possibility user can select multiple record, or he need to open that record and he can approve, he can review some of the record here, and he can perform some of here approve and reject option. That is your questions here. So that is the business need or business requirement. So we have two options in the home level or grid level. We should have a option, I can select multiple record, and I can approve or reject more than one record here. Whatever selected record I can select here, and I can approve and reject at the same time. But if you don't want to give that option, so maybe not from here, you have to give that option at the main form level. And there is one another section we will able to see, that is called subgrid level. Suppose this is a contact entity, and this contact record, if we have created a subgrid, what it means, subgrid here, subgrid is looks like, let me show you, where we have, suppose this is the opportunity subgrid. So this is the subgrid level customization. So you should understand where we have to do that customization, where you want that button, new button, so that you can perform that action. Either from here, here means subgrid level, or form level, it means this is the form level, or home level. Home level means whenever we are able to see all those list items, whatever we are having. So we are able to see three places for any entity, for every entity, either it is a out of the box entity, or either it is a custom entity. So if we have any requirement, any such operation which we have to do some custom logic, we have to perform some custom logic. So how we can achieve that one? This is a additional option we are giving to the user so that they can perform that action. I hope it's clear. Like I can create, you have a option like, hey, in the create a custom entity, and in that custom entity, you have to perform a action. What action you need to perform? Suppose I can do, we have icon here. Okay, let's add some pictures, or maybe shapes. Shapes are okay. This is the one. Okay, let's create. How to add content here? Add text. Okay, suppose here I need to add one APPRO approve, and so you have to create a button here. So I am not able to paste. It's very approve and reject maybe. So I need two button in the form level, and if user click here, I have to change one field status and one more option. Either those two button anyone can see, and okay, one more option I want to give here. Suppose I, so I want to give two three option, like one is say submit, so it should be submit also, or say submit for approval. So submit for approval, I can create one request, I can submit that request for approval. So here we have two parties. Two parties means, can you hear me? So one is approve and another is reject, and one is submit for approval, right? Here we have two parties. One is submitter, 1 minute, 1 minute. You are not able to see my screen? Let me unshare. Now, can you see my screen? Can you confirm? Okay, so some of the candidate they are able to see how to hide so between based on user ID or user. Yeah, yeah, I will tell you. Okay, so now I'm going to share my request here. So now are you able to see, right? Okay, so this is the, we have two parties here. One is submitter and another one is approval. One person can submit. It could be anything. It could be any bill. Yeah, like claim related item candidate can submit, and his manager can approve it. So it is not like, if suppose I have submitted this particular request, so I can see this submit for approval button, right? And approver or manager, they can approve or reject this particular claim. So our requirement here is, we cannot showcase all these three buttons to everyone. Everyone means, suppose if anyone open that record, so it means they should not, only, required person only can see those items. Those items means, suppose I have three button: approve, reject, and submit for approval. So who can see submit for approval? Who is going to create that particular request? Like, suppose if I have created one approval screen, that claim screen, so I can submit this one. I means myself means Sunil Kumar creating a request for claim record, and once I submitted it, I have to hide, or I have to, make all fields as read only, so that after submitting my request, I cannot change anything. It is like, and also there is one more some business scenario. Suppose I have submitted my claim request. So I have to control something based on my status field. Status should be draft, submitted, or pending for approval, like submitted and submitted, or we can say uh, approved or rejected, or maybe closed. Why closed are also needed, I will tell you. Suppose if a candidate created a request, claim request, it should be in draft state. So if a request is in draft state, only submitter, like who created that request, only created by user, can see this particular button: submitted for approval, submit for approval. Or we should have a another button: save as draft. So those two button I have to showcase to submitter, like who is going to create that record. So those buttons should be display in which stage we need to showcase those two button. If those two buttons are here, only draft stage we have to showcase submitted for approval and save as draft. Once record status is in draft status. Why? Suppose if I clicked here, suppose why this save as draft is needed. Suppose if I need to create some information, maybe I need to collect some another information, like I need to scan my documents, I have to attach some multiple documents. So I anyhow, suppose if I need to raise a very big amount, or multiple documents I need to attach, maybe I can create that request. I can attach some documents, maybe I need to attach some, I need to scan some another record, and then I need to attach. So I can save my record as save as draft, so that I can proceed further. Once I confirmed I have reviewed everything, so that my claim should not reject. So once I reviewed everything, I can submit that record. So if I clicked here submit for approval, that record status should be changed to submitted. Once record is submitted, even as a submitter like me, Sunil Kumar, cannot change that record. If it is submitted, I need to send a notification to the manager. Suppose my manager here is, I have to, submit my expense and my claim approver is maybe Yogendra Singh. So Yogendra Singh should receive a notification, and he has to receive a notification along with a record URL, so that he can click that record from the notification, and he can open that record. And then if record is submitted, then only my manager, reporting manager, can see those two buttons. Otherwise, suppose in dynamic CRM, if that record, maybe that other person can open that one. So it is like, suppose if I have not written that particular logic, like this approve and reject option so display only my claim manager. So what happen if I have not implemented that one? I can submit that request. I can approve my request. Even I can change my, that claim amount to anything. Suppose I have to submit thousands of rupees amount. So what I have to do? If I'm not going to, make all the fields at read only. So what happen if I can change only till the draft status. If I have submitted, I should not change this claim amount or anything. If it is in submitted up state, even if my manager approved it, I cannot change it. Because suppose if he approved 1,000 amount, so I can change it like 1 lakh. So what happen? Our account team, they have to, because they can see, hey, this claim amount they have approved 1,000 rupees, but I can change that 1,000 to 1 lakh. And account team need to, credit this amount to my account. So that is the wrong process. What we have to do? Suppose a candidate can change the information in draft status or a rejected status. So suppose approver, they he has seen like, hey, bill amount is 992. Why you have submitted 1,000 rupees? Just he added one comments like, correct the bill amount or claim amount to 9. Or if we have given a provision like approver can approve and he can provide the approved amount. Suppose I have submitted 1,000 rupees, but he can approved amount is 992. So if we have given that level of permission, like provision, like approver can partially approve, or he has to reject, and then submitter can change the amount, and then he need to again submit that process, then only approver can approve this particular request. That is the process we can achieve with the help of this custom approval process. So if we have to achieve similar kind of implementation, we have to create some custom button. Create buttons in the ribbon library. And maybe someone can ask, hey, why we so many buttons? So provision, we can customize the ribbon. The reason we have to understand, we have to learn how to create those buttons. So custom process, if we have to achieve, we achieve in that manner. For everyone or not, or there might be some technical glitch, right? Labels, home, form, and you understand You understood this approach or not? Why we need custom buttons or not? Yes, no, you need one more level of information, or maybe just suggest me. I need your active participation here. Some of the peoples are joining, they are leaving, they are again joining. Clear, right? Yeah, thank you, Mani. Others cannot type sometimes. Okay, let me try to create some basic buttons in the home level. So let's try to create a solution first. So suppose if we need to work here in the custom ribbon, so we need a okay. Let's use existing one. So here let's try to complete this process. Let me try to create a claim table. Will not create the complete, you know, information in the claim process. Title, or we can create a new column, categories. Category. Category means types of. Okay, so it should be a here category or phone or travel expenses. What we can say LTA, or we may have different types of claim here. Maybe miscellaneous, and maybe others, maybe internet. Default is nothing. Category amount claim. Okay, currency. Okay, let's add one more here, attachment. Attachment also, where is that attachment option here? Okay, let's create later that one. First save it. It is taking some time. So I can add here one more option, like suppose it could be part of those two buttons. Suppose approval. We can do one thing. We can create a team, claim claim approver team. We can create a claim approver team. If anyone is part of this particular team, they can log in into the system. They will receive a notification as well, and they can approve or reject this particular claim. Okay, so let me field is creating. Why? 1 minute, I'm getting one call. Creating tables. Is there anything also running in the backend? Why it is taking so much time? Even we can control those buttons with the help of, like, suppose if one person is having a specific security role. So if I have created two security role, one security separate security role, like CLAIM claim ABBROBR. If I have created a separate security role, I can control this one with the help of claim approval. Or I have another option also. I can enable field level security role on those two fields, and even in the option set level, I can give, those two fields level option only those persons who is having update right here. But let's go with fail to create. Why to create? Let me check here. Solution history. Is there anything running? Nothing. This is the problem actually. We don't know what is the issue, why this is not creating. Yes. Now you are able to see the claim table or not? Not? It's loading. Yes, we have. We have a claim table now. Okay, so columns here. Let's see how many columns we have. Meantime, let me try to create a separate column, separate solution here. So if we need to do some customization, ribbon customization. So this is the ribbon customization here. If we need to perform any ribbon customization here, so we have to create a separate solution. Why we need that separate solution? Because it's required only metadata. RI claim underscore ribbon only. So it means I'm going to customize this ribbon solution make sure this should be part of your development. So if I need to customize anything, I have to create a blank solution and then I have to create that my tables where I need to customize my system. So here I have to create CL. I need to add my tables. Here I need to add this table but without any object. So I have to remove all the options at here. So here you can see there is no object selected. I have to add only all the here without any component. Only ribbon items we have to add. Okay. So now here you can see this particular table. Suppose you need to search this one ribbon only. You can select from Ribbon Workbench and you can select. So it will take some time to load it. Meantime, I have to create one more field here. File type. So that I can upload my documents. But this should be business required. Okay, let's make it non-mandatory then first. Okay, let me create a form here. Meanwhile, let's create a link here in the sales hub. Parallelly, we are doing multiple things. You understand how to create that linking. Sales hub, open in app designer, you can add it. So let me create the form also. This is the main form we are designing in the claim level. I'm opening this to here. Add a page. Where it is. Let's create from here. I don't want to save here. So let me try to create here. copy paste down claim. Here type should be entity. Publishing. Where is our information form? Title. Where is title? Let's try to design our form as well. Category, claim amount, title, category, claim amount. So let me try to add attachment also. Okay, let's try to add this field here. Okay, let me save. Let's see if it's published or not. It is taking some time here. We are doing multiple things parallelly. Are you with me? We have created this link now. So let's see what is the form designing. Is it? Yes. Okay, so this one is phone call. Submit my phone expenses. Amount should be suppose 500. I can save it now. So here we don't have any option to save as draft, submit and approval. So even I can attach any documents here, and then I have to submit this one to my manager. And also here I should have some option. This is active. So I have to add some option also here. Okay, claim tables. Not here. Sorry, because if I'm adding into the ribbon one, it will create a problem. I will create some option set value here. Where is status region? Open it. Why those options are needed? Because I need to perform some internal logic here. Where is that? Edit. I need to perform some of the logic so that I can control my form designing, form read and edit and it read only option based on those one. Active is fine. First draft. Draft. And another one is submit. Another one is approve. Maybe here rejected and closed. So likewise, we can create. So these are the options add values. Draft. So default value is draft here. Now we can control those values. Also, I can create a team, right? So how to create a team, security role, where is teams here. If a user is added into this team, they can able to approve it. What happened? I think this user is different. Himansu only. Okay, where we have created that team. Teams. Create a new team. Okay, so it is asking for some basic roles here. Okay, I can give them a, because to create a team here, salesperson, let's create a, let's give a default one security role and then creating a team. So here I need to check if a user is part of that particular team, that I have to give the option so that they can see that particular approve and reject button. That is our intention here. Now we have created that form, we have added all those items. Now we have to create those buttons. So 4 buttons we have to create. How quickly? Let's reload. Let's quickly create two buttons, and then maybe we can add different hide and sew logic maybe by tomorrow, but I will show you how to create those buttons. So here you can see home level, you can see subgrid level, and here form level. I already told you three place. If I need to add any button from here, so I need to add that buttons here in the form level. If I need to add this one to grid level, if I need to add this form as a subgrid in any form, it will show in the subgrid level. If I need to give option so that they can do multiple option at the same time, suppose here if I need to give option here in this particular section, so I need to create any two buttons, so I have to create those button in this particular area. Okay, let me try to create one button quickly in the form level. I'm try to see, I'm try to create buttons here in this particular area. How to create? Very easy. Drag and drop in this particular area. Now I have to write this one is save as draft. Just drag and drop that one. Save as draft. Alternate text also, if we want to showcase tooltip also, if we want to showcase here, we can give. And also now this button is created. If I need to create any command here, so what is the command? First I need to create a command. Command is nothing what to do with this particular command, so I can create a command here. Command section, I can create a command here. I can define the command name, save as draft. Action, what to do here, I can perform any action here. So JavaScript action I can define here. I can add display rule, I can add enable disable rule, display and enable disable rule. How to do that one, maybe I can tell you, but let's see if I can utilize this particular command. I can set here and maybe I can save it. Suppose now I have to create one more button. One button I have created, copy this button and maybe paste one more. Save as draft to this is uh, submit for approval. Submit for approval. Submit for approval. Submit for ABBRO. Very tough. Let's try to see the other command. Okay, now button submit for approval. Okay, so now let's try to publish it without any enable disable any action. Let's try to publish it. Before publishing it, maybe we can get any error here, but before publishing it, we have to export that solution and we have to utilize it for recovering this particular event. So you you understand how to create those button. This, if you understand the basic things here, so it's very easy even to maintain. Now we have created only button. This is just for level. Till now, do you have anything that need my attention? Any doubt? Any clarification required here? I try to keep it very simple. Let me know if I have to improve something. You need any additional information which help you know you to understand better. Good? Not good? Any response from anyone? I know it's lengthy, but you have to digest it. Hey, where are you? Importing. Okay. Meanwhile, it is importing. Can someone, uh, you know, tell like, suppose if I need to retrieve record uh, based on the logged in security role. So how to retrieve current logged in user security roles in Dynamics CRM? Do you have any idea in JavaScript with the help of JavaScript how to get or how to retrieve current logged in user role? Can you hear me? Suppose I'm telling you if I need to check if current logged in user is having this specific security role, then you can see this particular button. Suppose if you have system admin role, how to check if logged in user is having security role that system administrator roles or not? Any idea? It is taking some time, so at least we can utilize this time. So let me tell you. Suppose how to check current login user. See how fast this environment is giving that information. So if you try to log in, so XRM utility and get global context is giving you, more information. You can retrieve all those information in user settings. What user settings will give? User setting will give you what types of setting you are having in Dynamics. In this user setting you have roles, so roles, each user, one user may have more than one roles. So this is a collection here. So here you have to do looping, like if this current role is having this particular role names and ID, you can check if this name is having system admin or role or not. So this one you can create a global function. You can pass the role names, and has role names means you can check if that current user is having system admin role or not. It will give true or false. Likewise, we have created one global function and we are passing here as system administrator. So it will show you if you are having role or not, right? Likewise, you can check. We will use this particular function in our this ribbon customization. So you should understand what types of role we are having and how to retrieve those one. Right? Correct. At least someone is searching. Hey, something happened. Underline connection is, you know, sometimes we have to do again. It will take some time even to upload it, but at least during this particular time you should understand how to retrieve and how to get that particular information. So here if we want to perform, if we want to get those information, so even if I need to open some lead my library, control O, where are others files? If you need to write some file, you need to write some function here, so you can write that function in global functions also. Let's see if we have that global function or not. Okay, we'll create a new function, but let's try to publishing here. So likewise, we are publishing. So if we are publishing something, do not do publish all in CRM directly. Otherwise, it will create a problem here. Once we are able to see those two buttons here, we are good to perform any action. Are we good? Pratik, you are able to understand this one? Subham, Pratik, Deepak, Vikas, and Ritik also. Okay, let's discuss today. How much it is taking publishing. If it is failing, then maybe we'll try. I will publish it and I will show you how it looks like. Okay, sometimes it is failing, it will always take some time. It is publishing the solution. Now, after publishing this one here, we can see two buttons, save and submit for approval. Let's wait to publish it completely. Done. Now we have to reload completely. One more time. Are you able to see those two buttons? Save as draft and submit for approval. If you try to click those buttons, you cannot see any action here till now. And even there are some default image icons here it is showing. If you want to change it, you can change those icons here, but let's not focus first here. But here you are able to see those two new custom buttons. How to hide those items based on those options that available here, I can show you maybe by tomorrow. We will add here one action items and one hide and show enable disable rule by tomorrow. Okay, hope you got it and you will try to execute all those items at your end. Let me know if you have any questions here. You can write your notes. Maybe we can discuss further. So have a good day. We'll try to connect tomorrow. Thank you, everyone.